Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrasinski with your weekly lecture video. I'll try to keep this brief. A little bit of housekeeping activity. I am looking over the future of everything essays that were submitted on Sunday. Hopefully, I should have those wrapped up in the next couple of days. I did a quick review. Some people have some comments in the comment sections. Hopefully, there are some people there who will take a look at my comments. Some preliminary actions on your part would be warranted if you have a comment there before I start really grading all of those different drafts. So if I were you, everybody, I'd just take a quick look. If there's no comment, then it's just waiting in the queue. If you have a comment, then you would hopefully take some action. So this week, as we move forward here, is exercises discussion board 5 and 6. That's exercise 1 in the Curious Researcher, and also exercise 2. Now, many of you have already done exercise 1, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Obviously, this is a way to challenge your thinking about the research essay. Um, the points here are pretty straightforward, and we'll talk about those as we move forward in the research essay process. So, one thing I do want to point out, some of the content here in the introduction, I believe, is really good for everyone. It explains the exercises and the purpose behind the exercises. We'll get into more at the research essay assignment as we move through the course in the coming weeks. And Ballinger does talk about writing to find out and writing to prove. They're two different things, and what you can do with your inquiry there. Analyzing the research assignment is a good option, and looking for a topic and what needs to be established. As always, he does mention about a thesis, where and when to start. And then we'll talk about audience as we move through the course and we jump into the research essay. All right. One thing I do want to point out on page 9, I wish everybody would take a good hard look at the section here called narrator. Oftentimes we think that a research essay must be a really dry type of regurgitation of information, when in fact most writing is usually has a narrator. Even if it's a scientific study, somebody has to take the lead and report all of the observations and evidence there. All right. So take a close look at the types of evidence. I think it's important to read this section so that you understand what makes up a research essay. So, and hopefully it'll help influence your topic also. Memory and experience are important. You cannot diminish lived experiences or personal experiences if it's within a area of study. You can't discount that. Experience has a long way to go to provide some basis of research and evidence, actually. Observation, we'd have to agree that evidence in the way of observation is important because that's how a lot of field work is done. You'll have a lot of studies that are done where people observe either human behavior, animal behavior, any types of behaviors. And the case study method would be an observation. Reading, we all know, if you get some secondary sources for your particular topic, you're going to read what people have to say in those source informations, whatever it may be. You will use that to support your research essay, right? And finally, number 4 here is interview. There is nothing more powerful than interviewing somebody who either is an expert in the field or can contribute to your research topic. So it's important to understand that these 4 types of evidence are critical in establishing your research topic and support, right? So you want to be aware of that. So I would take the time to read that particular section there, all right? Now we get in a whole discussion here about opinions and fact. I mean, I can produce an article that kind of goes on and on. You're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. A good discussion is happening in a couple of the discussion boards about the differences between facts and opinions. Remember, an opinion that is developed by hard evidence and fact carries a bit more weight than others. Now, all of this being said, now take this into exercise 2, the theories of intelligence discussion board posts. I always enjoy reading these particular posts and what people think about theories of intelligence. I'll have a follow up about theories of intelligence in the screencast video on the weekend. However, kind of look through the types of evidence and what the conventions are that are used in theories of intelligence as you ready your response to whether or not it might be a research essay. All right, it's an interesting read. All right, so that's just it for the introduction. I hope everyone can take the time to really read and engage with the theories of intelligence, and look forward to reading your posts. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email. Good luck.